Hit that subscribe button now and become part of the Peeper gang today.
Wait, hold up. You guys, we officially have a star code. You can now enter code 3SB when buying Robux or Roblox Premium today.
Hey Peeper gang, welcome back guys. Today we have a ton of new update information guys. Jack's not with us right now guys, but he will be in the next one. We just had to get this done right now because we got some crazy new information, and let us get into it. So first off guys, we actually have a sort of release date now for C 2.0. Soybean confirmed while chatting today that he is aiming for the first week of March, maybe if they can get it done fast, but sometime in March for sure he wants it out. But the first week is on the table, which is actually very interesting. We could have the update in as little as 2 weeks from now. All right, so this is the first new screenshot we've gotten here. Look at this. This seems to be the new Sky Island, Kelly, that you were talking about in the last update video. You have been confirmed, correct? Because we can see right here, this looks like a brand new Sky Island. You can see that there's actually the ground underneath there. And actually, hold on, zoom and enhance. Zoom and enhance to the bottom right. Kelly, do you see what I see? Notice there's a strange looking rock in the bottom right on the ground. That's a Hoover. That's a Hoover down there. Guys, if you do not know what Hoovers are, they are the new anteater type of animals that we are getting that actually used to be in the game in the Aquaman update, or the Aquaman event for Booga Booga. And we're going to be talking about that a lot more later, guys, as there's some other stuff coming from the Aquaman event that Soybean has been talking about adding. Moving on, we got a super cool GIF from I'm Farley showing these Bancho herds, and he said to this, wild Bancho herds not confirmed for the update. This seems like a larger scale test of the Bancho pathing that we saw in the last update video. You can see it's not perfect yet, as some of these Banchos are walking a little weirdly, but this is super cool. Maybe we'll get really big Bancho herds like this, and maybe will become the Banchos. More on that. The next screenshot after this guy, the next screenshot we got after this, guys, is this one right here, and the tagline Soybean added for this is pick where you spawn. So I think from that, we can guess that this is like the new kind of hub idea he was talking about, where before you actually spawn into the real game, you're gonna spawn into a hub where you can choose what part of the map you're gonna spawn in. So that's actually gonna be super useful going into the much bigger map update, because when it's a really big map, it's gonna be a lot harder to meet up with people when you spawn on two opposite ends of the map and you're 6,000 miles apart.
But then he posted something that gets a little more interesting.
This is where things go off the rails, guys.
And I was like, what? When I first saw this, right?
Soybean said, pick what you are. And then he posted this. And so we can see here we've got more portals just like the last screenshot, but now instead of showing locations on the map like the old god or whatever, it's like creatures in the game. We see that on one of these we've got an ant, and we've got like a little ant tribe down in front of it. In the middle we've got an actual just regular Booga Booga player and a bunch of like Booga Booga, like a little tribe here. And then on the right we've got
animals.
It's a little confusing. What does this mean, right?
Right. What if you can become one of these things? Like you can become an ant, you can become a person, or you can become an animal. So I asked Soybean, and he said, yes, you will be able to become an animal or an ant person or whatever, or a human.
Well, he did not tell us anything about what being an ant is going to be like, so we don't know anything about what the ant life is going to be like. For the actual being a just random animal, it's very, very strange, guys. Further on this, he actually expands on this, and he says, well, the animal spawns will be like this. You spawn as a goober and eat your way up. So if you don't know what a goober is like the little grubs that you can find on the ground in caves and stuff. And you choose which animal to evolve into as you eat your way up. So we can assume that this is like, you're gonna spawn as a goober, you eat some Banchos or something, you gain some levels, eventually you level up and you could evolve into maybe a Bancho yourself or something. It's very strange. This is very interesting as well. He says that actually if you spawn in as an animal, you can actually join tribes of regular players who are just spawned in as normal humans, and then you can also be in the same tribe with ant people. So everyone will be able to still be in the same tribe.
all gonna be together, just it's gonna be a lot weirder.
It's gonna be weird, dude. As we get this information from Soybean, we're getting just a trickle of all the new features, right? So when he tells us about one feature, like this whole becoming Bantos and Goobers and stuff, it can initially seem very, very strange, but for him, he's adding all these other features like reworks to the leveling system, redoing weapon balance, new spells, and things like that. So in the grand scheme of what this whole update is gonna look like, it's possible that this all plays out very differently, you know?
Yeah.
We can only really judge it when we have the whole update in front of us. Next up, guys, we're getting a substantial rework to the Mojo system. Soybean said here, Water Walker and most of the Mojo are being removed.
Something that we assumed that kind of became a rumor was that Mojo and like God Armor and stuff was going to be removed, because that is how a lot of the wording in past update stuff was.
Also worth mentioning, he says Mojo, we don't know for sure if he's talking about including God Armor, but he is asked throughout this if he will be removing God Armor, and we never got a good reply.
Yeah, and all he said was that he would be removing multiple Mojos.
Many
so,
Mojos. Many.
There's not that many Mojos that like aren't armor or a weapon or something, like a tool.
We may be losing a lot of Mojos, guys, but fear not. He did say that the new replacement system is going to be the spells and passives that he talked about previously, and he said that however he plans on implementing this new system, there will be a refund on lost Mojos.
So at least that is one thing that we have confirmed from him that we all really wanted.
Next up, guys, this is what we were talking about earlier when we were mentioning that the leveling system was going to be reworked. He said that levels will be per life now. So, he said gaining essence levels you up and unlocks things depending on what you're playing as. And when you die, it is reset. But the max is much lower. So, guys, I think this means that rebirthing is going to be gone.
Yeah, because he didn't mention rebirthing at all or a need for it, and especially if he's removing Mojos for the most part.
If Mojo is getting removed / converted into some other system, then this level, the level maximum is being reduced down so much, it sounds like rebirthing is going to be gone. So I wonder what the long-term leveling system is going to be now. You know what I mean? Like, when you're if you play for a long time, what's in place to make it, you know, so you get stronger? You have something that represents like how long you've been playing and how skilled or whatever you are. Because if levels now are going to reset like every time you die or something, what's going to be the lasting thing on your account that shows how long of a player you are? But this is a really cool system though, because it does mean that you can swap between being an ant or being a goober or being a person, like just very quickly, right? Like you can just be whatever you want. You don't have to worry about, you know, your levels or whatever. It might make Booga Booga less grindy, but how that's gonna pan out is to be seen. Yeah. After this, guys, we got confirmation that there are gonna be not just new ores, but potentially multiple new ores coming to Booga Booga. Ooh. So, Soybean said there will be new ores. Yes. So, guys, the reason he says there will be more ores is because he is changing the way that things like pink diamond and emerald are balanced. So he expands on this here. He says those materials are going to be the same as adderite. So things we don't know what in all is going to be the same. Emerald, pink diamond, apparently at least emerald, pink diamond, and void armor, which is surprisingly staying in the game despite voodoo being replaced, are going to be still in the game. And they're going to be the same as adderite with extra passives or buffs or debuffs. Ooh. We don't know exactly what these changes are going to be. Or, by the way, let me just remind everyone, the previous update he gave us that there was going to be speed changes depending on the types of armors, like leaf armor giving you a speed boost. We don't know how that's going to play into this, but there are going to be extra buffs to, say, using emerald or pink diamond over adderite. While the damage reduction will be the same, they will each have their own unique abilities to them. So we don't know what those will be. Maybe it'll be extra damage or extra movement speed. Who knows? But that's very, very interesting. I like this because it is going to make the possibility for different armors and armor types endless, right? Like imagine it's not just, you know, a raw increase to your defense anymore. Now it's like you have all these different armor types. Who knows if different armors will stack or if you're gonna need a full set or if you can like mix and match your armor to have different buffs and debuffs combined. Who knows? There is such an amazing potential depth to the armor balancing with this that it is incredible.
and it takes away the easy answer. And also, really quickly, one last thing I'd like to mention is that Soybean also said that he wants Booga Booga to run on a seasons system similar to like Fortnite or Jailbreak or something like that, where there's quests and things that you have to do and kill leaderboards.
So guys, there is so much more than this that is getting added to Booga Booga. I think we got like some of the biggest stuff in this video. Maybe we'll do another video covering some of the other stuff that's going to be announced.
Maybe.
I don't know. Subscribe for that, guys. And we will see you though in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.